Alright, let's see. Live on Twitch again. Need to make sure I'm also live on YouTube. And before I say I'm good to go, I need to actually do something in the game and still not be dropping frames despite that. So, let's go outside again and see if Whiterun is just a place where frames go to die. I'm having the usual effect of the rate is dropping a little bit, but not to the point where I'm dropping frames. So I'm gonna say we're good now, which I will post on social media. Because I haven't been posting that I've been streaming on these places, and I don't get, like, I don't expect anyone on Facebook to actually come and watch the stream. But on the off chance that one does, then it would be foolish of me to not at least make a post about it. Okay, so now that I'm maybe please. Okay. Now that I'm properly in this stream, I will point out that off screen I said I would get steel arrows, and I did.
I work with my mother.
So there are 3 things I could do right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my restoration magic a little bit more effective. You may well be expecting me to have been going to Avanchenzel. I talked about wanting to upgrade my smithing, but I feel like I'm so lax with remembering to craft any healing potions that it may be a greater advantage to me to please someone, where the hell is my mouse? I've got to change Caster Labs to show all chats. So since I never remember the craft potions, I should at least discover the location where I can improve my restoration magic.
Never traded my skills for pay. I've always adventured on my own terms.
Of course, Avanchenzel also carries the advantage of finding better armor from Mule. Not that an immortal Deathbringer needs it. But it never hurts. She can be downed, she just can't be killed. So there's a wolf over here. I will continue to, when I find small or lone wolves, to soul trap them. At least so long as I have petty soul gems that need to be filled. Very easy petty souls. And of course conjuration leveling. Not that I'm conjuring many things right now, because I don't have the spells that I prefer to use. Do have the familiar at least now. So the location that I want to discover just appeared on the nav menu. That's the lighthouse icon. I will run down here and discover the Winterhold Imperial Camp. Now I know which one it is. And continue on my way. There's Snow Fox and a few other things. Going to discover Frostflow Lighthouse. Yes, Mule will be a great help here. There's a door here. It is Novice. And I can take the leather strips and the coin purse. I'll decide whether I'm doing Evangelizal or Frostflow Lighthouse right now. Evangelizal starts with an A, so it'll be heads. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Heads.
Evangelizal it is. I will do one other thing first. I talk to people who know the game. I talk to people who don't know the game. I tried to explain my rule set to them for this playthrough and posed the question of, to their judgment, should I or should I not be allowed to sell Dwemer metal? And the consensus I arrived to is sell what I already collected in Mzinchileft, but in the future leave behind Dwemer metal that cannot be turned into ingots. So I will sell what I have, and in Evangelizal I will only pick up what I can smelt.
Stay away from that.
It will be unlocked once the graphics update.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything. Take a look.
Speaking of graphics update, I can't wait for my new computer to arrive. I would not have had any problems tonight if I had that. So, I've got a dormer bowl, a couple cogs, a gyro, for the gyro. And that's basically it for those. He does still have some gold, so let's get rid of a few more of these potions. One difference, you can't get much better than that.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons. Ain't no matter to me what I kill. Let them come.
Let's see, I have been putting things in the barrel to make them disappear. I could drop them in the wild somewhere, but some things in the wild don't despawn. And if you have too much clutter in the world, it can negatively impact the way your game runs. And I don't need anything else negatively impacting the game at this point. It's broken enough as is. Very much break terms of service. Alright, so Mule almost died in the Dormer Ruin. Now that I've recovered her weapon for her, I will take her into a Dormer Ruin. Such a good friend. I'd have a moment to send a quick message, but that loaded very fast. So this is one of the couple places where I will see spectral forms of previous adventurers.
Feels like we're being watched.
It's a simple job, Drennan. We get in, we steal the lexicon, we leave. Don't get jumpy.
That's disappointing.
If you two cannot handle this, we can find others to hire.
She's better anyway.
Their services will be more than adequate. Let us continue.
Got another ruby. Ruby. So there's gonna be plenty of Dwemer here. I made many arrows, so hopefully I can take out the majority of them without too much danger. We're going to be seeing both Dwemer spiders, or Dwarven spiders, and Dwarven spider workers. The main difference between them is whether they're electrified. This Dwarven spider worker scuttled away. I was willing to let it hit me a few times because I knew Mule would kill it soon enough. Bent Dwemer scrap metal. Means I can smelt it. I will of course be looking around for as many of my steel arrows as possible. If I'm lucky, I'll get the if I don't reach level 30 smithing and start crafting dwarven arrows, then maybe I can reach an archery level where I can get the perk that lets me recover more arrows from bodies. That would serve a similar but not as drastic purpose. Large decorative drummer strut. I will be very careful anytime I see this to say strut.
This place is unbelievable.
Indeed, Avanchanzel is as much a library
Watch his
as
hoot.
a city, built to hold the vast memories of the Dwemer.
So I will pop up over this direction before I continue on their path. Couple dwarves, and on the other side of this door is a dwarven sphere. I will hit and then back up to let Mule take the lead. Seriously, just this couple swings, Mule, and you can take that thing out. Grimsaber is a very powerful weapon, and her two-handed skill is extremely high. There's another Dwemer construct over here. Looks like it's up there right now. I don't know what kind of arrow she's firing. I mean, it's probably steel. It's usually steel by default. So when I complete the dungeon, I will come up from that door. Trying to remain mostly in sneak, which may be affecting her ability to attack things. She was trying to kill that dwarven spider with a bow. And I will exit Vanchenzel through that door. Because I can't exit through the way I came in, there was a drop off. There's a sack here with some potatoes. Most of these dormer ruins have been explored for a very, very long time. I don't know whether I would trust the potato I found here. Of course, there's also like cabbage and tomatoes and other things that spoil even faster in all of these caves, so a potato may be, relatively speaking, a fairly safe bet. There's an archery level. It's on me first. Take a couple hits, and then remember that Mule does not like to drop down for higher up, and I forgot to wait for her. Mule, fight it. Okay. My brother here to take the heat and didn't give her the opportunity to take the heat. They have fast healing now. They're still considered. Oh yeah, there are enemies. Oh, down there too. I usually remember to kill them before I leave. Okay, I don't need to wait anymore anyway. She's back. Apparently my headset is down to 14%. That's a drag. I tried to see how many of the dwarven spider workers I can take out from up here. Any that I take out from up here, there's one less that I have to fight down there. And I'm so high up, it's virtually guaranteed that they won't actually detect me. But you do have to be careful to not be too close to, or too far from the edge, or aiming too close. You want to be able to be firing fairly far away. Otherwise, the arrow will just bounce off the edge and not actually do anything. And I know that, especially with a follower, these spider workers are not terribly dangerous. But I like leveling up my sneak. I like leveling up my archery. And this is something that can do both of those things for me. But it's rooms like this why I wanted to bring a lot of arrows here. Because I'm going to miss a lot. A lot will bounce off and end up behind me. And that's not down to whether you're good at archery, that's down to whether the spiders cooperate. See, that one has decided that it's not going to follow its full path anymore. If you come over here and look for the spiders that are on this side, from here they actually can see you. But I'm getting kind of bored of doing that. I damaged one significantly and killed another. Let's just move on. I've had a persistent cough most of the day, so I was not intending to stream very long to begin with. Add to that the fact that my headset is at lower power than I thought it was, and I don't know how long this stream will go on. Of course, it doesn't hurt that it took me a computer restart in an extra hour to actually get the stream working to begin with. I think I said large dormer plate metal is the metal with a prefix that does not get smelted. Alright, and we are continuing through Avancenza. It is a very large dungeon, as all dormer dungeons are. There's another dwarven spider fellow there. That was an odd arrow interaction. Kind of floated in the air for a moment there. I mean, it's not the weirdest thing I've seen an arrow in this game do. There's another one down there. Kind of obscured by the steam. Apparently there's two right now. Nice mule. And I will pick this lock. It's only apprentice, come on. I did not rotate far enough to the right. And I would say I can take that. I'm going to smelt it. My carry weight is very soon going to be full of dormer metal. Fortunately, I do have Mule who can carry some things for me. There's also a trick you can use to make your followers carry infinite weight. You may or may not employ that. Yeah, so I think the extra one that I wasn't expecting came from down here. I'll just miss a shot when they're as close as they can possibly be. Okay, I'm now hidden again. And malachite ore is nice. That'll be used for glass eventually. There is a nice malachite mine at Kynes Grove. So a mine that has malachite in a town. Okay, so on this door there is a master trap trigger. I believe the trap trigger determines whether you have to fight something in the room. I think if you don't disarm the trap, there's a dwarven sphere in there. But in here is dwarven armor. I will give that to Mule immediately. Very heavy. Looks good on her. And there's also a couple of chests on the wall. Get the gold at least. And the ruby. A healing potion there. Is there anything behind the door? Doesn't look like it. I think the dwarven armor also flies all around the room if you don't disarm the trap. Drop another save. And some more dialogue.
Why are all these metal things ignoring us?
Avangenzel is waiting.
Waiting for what?
No one seems to know. Perhaps the return of the Dwemer. Perhaps the end of the world.
Best get rid of the ones we see, just in case.
And the Spirit Guardian and a chest. The Spirit Guardian. So from their dialogue there, you may be able to surmise that if they hadn't come through here before, there may be even more Dwemer constructs for me to fight. So props to them for taking care of some of them. We are now entering the Avangenzel and the Monkey Lorry. Which makes me think this is where Dwemer constructs were made. Love my bow, because there's some guys in here. The regular dwarven spiders attack with electricity. I hit you once. Settle down. Apart from that one arrow on your back, I'm helping. Fortunately, Mule is very unlikely to turn on you if you accidentally hit her like some followers. Or, you know, the followers will turn on you for no reason at all. Thinking of you, Uthgard. She's my pillar girl.
It will keep its hands to itself, yes?
I told you, we should have hired a thief.
Yeah, beautiful. Stealing the cube.
And yet none of us can pick a damned lock.
No, can't pick a lock? Me on some days. Haha. They were missing out on some iron ingot and gems. Oh, and there's a chest over here too. I actually often forget about that. I don't know if I have magicka damage. I know I had the Dwarven War Axe that had absorb magicka, which is better, I would think, than damage magicka, but I'll grab it just in case. And we are cruising through this place. It may not feel like it, but we are actually going fairly quickly. Another apprentice lock. And we got some gold and some other stuff that I'm not taking. At least I know that I'm getting passive gold from my farm now when I'm not picking this stuff up. I will actually grab the Dwarven bow and I will give that to Mule as well. She's using a hunting bow right now.
I can carry a good bit of gear.
So she's going to use a bow at any point. It may as well be at least a little better than a hunting bow. She also has Ring of Minor Deft Hands for some reason. I think that's a randomly determined enchantment. It's hilarious that someone who abhors thievery as much as her has a pickpocket ring on. But okay.
All set. Let's go.
So if she uses archery, she will select Dwarven Bow now for its higher damage output. Dwarven Bow is one of the better bow types for damage to weight ratio. Weight determines how fast you draw the bow. But especially if you're doing stealth, you can afford to take a little longer to draw the bow if it means more damage. So we're not turning back.
Besides, you're not scared of a few sleeping metal men, are you, Drennan?
So they set up camp here, which is fine for them, I guess. You cannot use any of the bedrolls. They are still all marked as owned. But if you come just a little further, there's another trap trigger on this door. I got the master lock real quick, and I keep on breaking lockpicks on Apprentice. In this room, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can grab, but also there's straight up a bed. Where are you, Mule?
I'm itching for a fight.
I need you to do something for me.
As long as I get to fight.
There's a
Something.
book, Racial Phylogeny, on the table. That is a
Any
restoration skill book.
No problem.
So have her pick it up and take it as I have with other skill books.
Let's go.
I did check that. I'll just do a quick 1 hour on the stone bed to get a rested bonus for that will last most of the rest of the dungeon. And we carry on. There is a spider off to the left here. I missed again. But I was still able to get some sneak hits on it. The big problem with the regular spiders is if you hit them with arrows and then they explode when they die, those arrows are not there anymore. They're somewhere, but nowhere near the thing. So there's an alchemy lab there if you want to make potions while you're here, if you happen to know offhand the effective ingredients you found along the way and know that they can make a potion. Or you want to just try and experiment. I did not do what I said I was going to do regarding researching alchemy between episodes. I remember to grab the arrows, but I did not remember to research archery or research alchemy to determine what potion I may want to make with the exterior decorations of the farm. Oh yeah, this guy. Should remember that there was a guy on the other side of that door. Take him out. There is more. Both a sphere and another spider. Once again I missed, but since it didn't get detected by missing, my sneak skill actually went up, even though I missed the shot. A little bit of slowdown while drawing the bow that time, but not too terribly concerned. As long as I'm not dropping frames, I'm okay with a little bit of slowdown. That's generally my Skyrim experience. I know it shouldn't be, but it's just how it is for now. Don't think I've actually had a computer that was powerful enough to run Skyrim optimally since the last computer I had before the special edition came out. Which I guess was this one. This one is 10 years old. I forgot. I always think that it's gauntlets in this room, but it's a helmet. So I do not have gauntlets to give Mule yet, as of yet. I mean, it's not like she has the perk for... At least I don't think she has the matching set perk. I don't know from memory which perks Mule has. I just know that she kills things for me. One of the most valuable items in the game, and I cannot take it. A gold diamond necklace, smithed by you, is basically guaranteed, at least one guaranteed level, no matter how high your smithing is. It's just so valuable. Obviously, enchanted items will, of course, eclipse that value, but as far as unenchanted things go, you can't get much higher than a gold diamond necklace, and it's 1200 value.
I thought you said these things were...
You said they were sleeping. I said they were waiting.
I said they were waiting. It seems a few of them waiting for someone to try and take the lexicon.
Great. And we are moving on. I just wanted to let any lurkers know that I appreciate you too. I love interacting with people, but just showing up to the stream I appreciate. This is another room where I kind of like to try and get some damage on them before they start bugging me. Of course, they have most of the ones down there are regular dwarven spiders, so they have the shock magic. It won't do a ton of damage to me with it, especially as they don't attack consistently. Eventually one or more of them will manage to get their way up the stairs and over to me. Hopefully any that do get up here, Mule will keep off of me. Looks like she's using iron arrows. Mule appears to be having a problem. Alright, once another enemy showed up, she figured out where she should be. Unfortunately, I don't think taking any sort of shock damage is giving me any armor experience. Sometimes I have to go to a place like low-level bandits and just let them wail on me for a while. But something always interrupts my training when I'm doing that. If your armor is already pretty good, if you have good armor and you're just looking to increase the armor level, then giants are a great way to level armor skills. Their damage output is so high. This also depends on how much health you have. I said I have a rule regarding elven arrows. That allows me to take them for the future. Let's not apply the dwarven arrows. Or any of the other high level arrow types that dwarven centurions will sometimes have on them. I don't even remember if I can craft dwarven bolts. If I can, I have to do some radiant quests first. But that involves crossbows and the Dawn Guard, and I'm not starting the Dawn Guard DLC for a little bit yet. Unless people start showing up in chat saying, please do the Dawn Guard DLC, then no. I'd be inclined to give people what they want. So Drennan is dead. Find his body there. And if we go a little bit further ahead, we'll find out what happened. Some chests here.
I can't do this. We shouldn't be here. I'm sorry.
Drennan!
Let the field mouse run. Your pay will be double.
My pay
There will be nothing if we die in here.
Calm yourself, Freya. We are closing in on the lexicon. I can feel it calling. We'll continue without Drennan.
So their group of 4 is down to 3, and Drennan did not make it very far before his untimely demise. And we move on to a third next another area, and we can now see that somewhere in the boilery is what I'm looking for, as the nav menu no longer indicates a screen transition.
Sure.
So we grab it and we get out, right?
Once we have the lexicon, we'll need to take it to its podium. I know what to do from there. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be mine.
Hours.
Ours.
Uh,
Lexicon's knowledge will be ours.
Of course. Of course.
The enemies here can bug out. It's possible for them to spawn under the floor. There should be a Dwarven sphere coming up any moment. My sneak increases again. My sneak is very high. I will be putting some perks into that whenever I level up. Part of the reason I'm working so heavily on archery is when I go to Frostflow Lighthouse after this, I really need to be able to do a lot of damage with my arrows. My damage output in archery thus far just would not cut it. Once I'm actually inside the area, I may immediately level up and put perks into archery damage. That's how important I feel it is to level it up. So in here there's just some straight up metal ingots.
Almost there. I can hear the lexicon. Come on.
Quickly.
Something doesn't.
Come on, quickly. That's something you never want to hear someone say.
You should have seen me at the height of my adventure.
Wait!
I was fearless and took too many risks.
So, there's
That's what it was all
a line of pressure plates there. I will get as far as I can before Mule triggers them. Watch the spinning blades. You can duck in here to avoid them, or you can jump over. Activate the lever when you can, and see that watches the route. This was not careful, and it is now dead. Mule will take plenty of damage from the blade trap, but she cannot die. I did not grab a spell that can heal a follower, so I can't get some easy leveling from her. I'll drop a muffle just because. So if we come up here, we can see a memory of two Dwarven Centurions.
The way out is right there. Run, damn it!
And Brad telling watches the routes to run away. One of the Dwarven Centurions fell. The other one is still standing. I hope you're ready, Mule. No! No! You go fight! I was just out of range of the steam, thankfully. Oh, she's downed, and I do not want to deal with his steam. The blade trap. I didn't realize that if you walked back over this, the blade trap triggered again. I usually use Mule for this, and I've never had her get downed by the Centurion before. I'm gonna hide behind this pillar, and if he decides that he wants to come this way, then woe be to him. to hit Mule again. But I'm pretty well hidden, so I can take him out before he finds me. Alright, Mule, we're okay. I took those glass arrows on instinct. Pure instinct. So no more combat here. No one else is going to attack us. Here's the dead body of Brea. And the Dwarven Centurion that was defeated. And here is the Lexicon receptacle. At the Lexicon there, you get ancient knowledge. Now there is a bug. The text here says, knowledge gained from the Lexicon gives you a 25% bonus when wearing Dwarven armor, and blacksmithing increases 15% faster. There are a number of bugs with that. I believe one early on in Skyrim's release was it didn't actually give any buff to how quickly blacksmith increases, but instead let you increase things as if it were a little bit higher. I believe an official patch fixed that. What was not fixed is a bug where instead of giving you a 25% bonus when wearing Dwarven armor, it will give you a 25% bonus when wearing anything but Dwarven armor. The unofficial patch does fix that. There's the end of dungeon chest right here. There are a few things in here I can make use of. Don't know if I have those. And I'm now over encumbered. So I will give her some of the metal that I'm carrying. Just enough so that I can move normally. So that is the completion of the Vangencell. And once I have completed the Vangencell and gained that ancient knowledge bonus, that's when I start power leveling smithing. There are 3 locations I go to that aid me in that, and I will go to all of them once I have done Frostflow Lighthouse. But if you're wondering, there, Karthwasten, Halted Stream Camp, and Kolskiger Mine. I go to those 3 locations before I start working on leveling my smithing skill. Kolskiger Mine is full of gold, Karthwasten has silver mines, and Halted Stream Camp has just a load of iron. I'll also want to discover and mine out Soldier's Sinkhole. That is a moonstone mine, and as the first level up the light armor side of the skill tree is Elven, and that requires moonstone. Come here, mule.
I'm itching for a fight. No
Give me my medal back.
I can carry a good bit of gear.
2, 3.
All set. Let's go.
I can accept the slower movement for just a little bit over to the smelter.
What? Iran is such a beautiful city. Have you ever seen the light of the place?
Oh, large dormer plate metal does work. Silly me. So just smelting that got me well below carry weight. Am I carrying any dwarven metal still? Well, besides the Centurion Dynamo cores, of course. I just like to have those. Not looking to sell it or anything, just stick it in the chest and pretend like it matters that I collected them. Alright, do my typical post-quest item dump. Racial phylogeny is there. But it's missing things in here. Gems and ingots and ores. Pelts if I've got any. Happy to get more iron ingot after I used basically all I had on the plantation.
I am your sword and your shield.
I've got alchemy ingredients, put in the satchel. I'm just gonna eat the salmon steak out of my inventory rather than save it. Got some more cores to put away. And filled soul gems, put in the end table. I do this after every quest to make sure that my carry weight stays respectable. I have more elven arrows. They don't affect my carry weight, but still just having less things total in my inventory is nice. The rest looks like checking if things can be disenchanted. But I will put away the Book of Daedra and select a new book for the end of this stream, which may be approaching faster than you think. How about Mysterious Akavir? That's a fun book. Sleep for 13 hours, top of a button. I would... It's 11:10, 13 hours would wake me up a little bit after noon. I would not complain. As far as I can think right now, I don't have too much to do tomorrow. I probably won't stream tomorrow either. Looks like I dropped 179 frames at one point, which according to OBS is 0.1% of all frames in this stream.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard.
I mean, it's 60 FPS, 58 minutes and 56 seconds and counting. That tracks. I did promise that with me being tired and having a persistent cough today, I wouldn't stream for too long tonight. People were concerned I was going to get sick. So I did not have Magicka damage, or Fear, or Fortify Heavy Armor, but I did have Fortify Conjuration. I'll get rid of that circlet somehow. Beyond that, not really any. Beyond that, and possibly selling some potions. I don't really have any other way to keep my carry weight down more before I leave. But, I mean, anything under 100 I consider to be pretty good. especially if you have anything that increases your carry weight, such as a backpack.
With a bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself.
Mining is hard work, but we pay a fair price for any ore you dig out.
He runs Halted Stream Camp if you have cleared it of bandits.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. What do you need, my friend? Take a look.
So I will sell some potions to her. I won't worry about buying all of her stock right now. And I still have, after Avanchan Zal, 170 steel arrows, which should at least be enough for Frostful Lighthouse.
Honor to you, my favorite.
But I will grab. I don't know if it's firewood or a steel ingot I need, so I'll grab both. I'll come over to the grindstone. And it is a steel ingot I need. I could get the steel sword up to 21, but I'm going to get the Imperial bow up to 19.
I've never been a sellsword.
Deposit more junk in there.
For pay. I've always
And
adventured on my own terms.
You're someone. Take a look.
because I have the firewood in my inventory, she doesn't have any steel.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need it.
Huh?
It's not like I can craft anything better. And I'm not going to craft iron arrows.
Welcome to war. Take a look.
I could figure out. I could get his dialogue. The refined moonstone is tempting, but it's very expensive. Who forges your arms and armor?
Adrian, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters?
Who's in charge of Whiterun?
That'll be the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager. What with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgroof's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. Good doing business with you.
I'm the stream early today, but I will at least get over to Frostful Lighthouse,
If you're looking to buy.
so there's no confusion about what I'm doing next time. So I'm going to get inside, give you a little teaser of what the location is like, and then I'll find somewhere in there to settle down and read my book. And then I'll call it a stream. Not a long one, granted, but I wanted to do at least some tonight rather than just nothing. So enter Frostful Lighthouse, and you will immediately hear these ominous sounds. And a new quest to find the source of the murders in Frostful Lighthouse. There are 2 doors in the very entrance. There's an expert lock that goes up that you will get the key for at the end of the quest. Or you can pick it now to get the experience. of course, I prefer getting experience at any time that I can. I'll just pick that and close it. There's also another door that leads down to the cellar. You can also get the key for this. It's right in the middle. How convenient. So we have here Ramadi. She is dead and has a journal. So, seems like there's something spooky going on here. And we'll investigate that next time. So if you don't care about the lore, I guess that's the end. But I encourage anyone to explore the lore of this game because it's interesting. And to that end, I'll be reading Mysterious Akavir. But if you're leaving now, have a good morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time it is where you are. And thank you for joining me. Akavir means Dragonland. Tamriel means Dawn's Beauty. Atmora means Elder Wood. Only the Red Guards know what Yokuda ever meant. Akavir is the kingdom of the beasts. No men or Mur live in Akavir, though men once did. These men, however, were eaten long ago by the vampiric serpent folk of Saisi. Had they not been eaten, these men would have eventually migrated to Tamriel. The Nords left Atmora for Tamriel. Before them, the Elves had abandoned Aldmiris for Tamriel. The Red Guards destroyed Yokuda so they could make their journey. All men in Mur knew Tamriel as a nexus of creation, where the last war will happen, where the gods unmade Lorkhan, and left their adamantine tower of secrets. Who knows what the Akaviri think of Tamriel, but ask yourself, why have they tried to invade it 3 times or more? There are 4 major nations of Akavir: Ramal, Saisi, Tangmo, and Radotun. When they are not busy trying to invade Tamriel, they are fighting with each other. Ramal is snow hell. Demons live there, armies of them. Every summer they thaw out and invade Tangmo, but the brave monkey folk always drive them away. Once Adasum de Ramal, a king among demons, attempted to conquer Morrowind, but Almalexia and the Underking destroyed him at Red Mountain. Saisi is Snake Palace, once the strongest power in Akavir, before the Tiger Dragon came. The serpent folk ate all the men of Akavir a long time ago, but still kind of look like them. They are tall, beautiful, and frightening, covered in golden scales and immortal. They enslave the goblins of the surrounding isles, who provide labor and fresh blood. The holdings of Saisi are widespread. When natives of Tamriel think of the Akaviri, they think of the serpent folk, because one ruled the Cyrodiil Empire for 400 years in the previous era. He was potentate Rusidu Shai, assassinated by the Morag Tong. Tangmo is 1,000 monkey isles. There are many breeds of monkey folk, and they are all kind, brave, and simple, and many are also very crazy. They can raise armies when they must, for all of the other Akaviri nations have, at one time or another, tried to enslave them. They cannot decide who they hate more, the snakes or the demons, but ask one and he will probably say snakes. Though once bitter enemies, the monkey folk are now allies with the tiger folk of Radotun. Radotun is the tiger dragon's empire. The cat folk here are ruled by the divine Tashraka, the tiger dragon. They are now a very great empire, stronger than Saisi, though not at sea. After the serpent folk ate all the men, they tried to eat all the dragons. They managed to enslave the red dragons, but the black ones had fled to, then, Hotun. A great war was waged, which left both the cats and the snakes weak, and the dragons all dead. Since that time, the cat folk have tried to become the dragons. Toshraka is the first to succeed. He is the largest dragon in the world, orange and black, and he has very many new ideas. First, Toshraka says, is that we kill all the vampire snakes. Then the Tiger Dragon Emperor wants to invade Tamriel.
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes. Yet I never tire of a good fight. What do you make of that?